Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, let's start.
From supplementary causes under the heading to be mentioned, serial number 1 CLP 32 of 19.
Minutes by the order dated 17/12/2021, your Lordship was pleased to restore the writ application.
Yes.
What minutes? Again, it has been listed today.
Oh, there's a typographical error in the case number.
Para 3, it should be noted WPS 2937.
Together the uh, in para 3 of order dated 17/12/2021, order in this case, the case number be read as
2931.
2931 of 2017. The order dated 17/12/2021 is modified accordingly.
Oblige minutes.
Serial number
Your Lordship,
CLP number 847 of 19. Mr. Aparajita Bharadwaj for the petitioner.
Your Lordship, in this case, Your Lordship has passed the order on 17/12/2021, Your Lordship.
There is some typographical error.
Yes, Your Lordship.
लिखिए in take down. The order dated 17/12/2021 is to be modified to the extent that the case number of WPS 558 of 2018 has been wrongly typed as 558 of 2019. Full stop. The order dated 17/12/2021 is modified to the extent that the case number, which has been the case which has been restored, is to be read as WPS 558 of 2018. Yes.
From Delhi Causes under the heading for order, serial number 1 CLP number 589 of 19. Mr. Saroj Kumar. This is Ms. Saroj Kumari for the appellant. There is an IU for the delay of 6 days.
What is the CAP? Yes, who is appearing?
Ms. Saroj Kumari Agarwal.
No one appears on behalf of the petitioner. Full stop. To give one more opportunity, is this case after 6 weeks.
Serial number 2, CLP number 721 of 19. Mr. Mithun Kumar for the appellant.
In this case, my lord, I am on behalf of the applicant, my lord.
Yes.
18 cases on the board, my lord, 2 to 19. There is delay of about 26 days, my lord, in preferring the CMP for restoration of first appeal, my lord, which was dismissed in default because of non-compliance of order dated 11/7/2019, passed by this honorable court in all the 20 first appeals, my lord. That is first appeal number 82 of 17, with first appeal number 100, 101, 84, 85, 86,
So now the
87.
defects have been removed or not? Now the defects have been removed or not?
So defect, how we will remove, my lord, until unless it is restored, my lord. Because of the peremptory time granted, we could not remove the defect, my lord. That's why it is dismissed in default, my lord. So one opportunity may be given, my lord, granting me 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks time, so that
How many days delay? How many days delay?
26 days, only 26
In
days.
all the cases.
Yes, my lord, in all the cases, my lord.
Serial number 22,
8 to 19, my lord.
serial number 2 to 19, 2 to 18,
2 to 19, my lord.
19,
Yes, my lord.
19 is
18,
876,
my lord.
876 of Akshay Verma,
No, 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 not my lord, not. Sorry, my lord.
2 to 18.
2 to 18 or 6 to 20.
Take down. Yes, who is appearing state? You have any
I'm
objection?
for the state, Lord. I'm for the state.
Any objection?
No, my appearance will be recorded only.
Heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the IEs में लिखिएगा. The state. Uh, the counsel for the petitioner submit that there is 36 days delay.
As per our calculation,
26 days delay in filing the restoration application. It submits that due to the communication gap, the petitioner, counsel for the petitioner was not made aware about the order, and thus the case got dismissed. Full stop. No sooner it came to light that the cases were dismissed, this restoration application was filed, but it took some time to file the restoration application, which consumed 26 more days than the statutory period. First up, counsel for the state submits that there was a laches on part of the petitioner. Full stop. Considering the aforesaid submissions and the reasons mentioned in paragraph
6.
5, 6, I'm inclined to allow these IAs. The IAs are allowed. The delay is condoned. Full stop. All these main applications all these CMPs are also taken on board. CMP में लिखिएगा for final disposal. Full stop. The counsel for the petitioner submits that due to communication gap, the defects could not be removed within time. Thus, by virtue of the peremptory order, first appeal number so and so respective number सब दे दीजिएगा, got dismissed for default. He submits that within 2 weeks he will remove the defects in the first appeal. 2 weeks,
My lord.
Mr. Counsel. First appeal. Full stop. Counsel for the state. Yes, what do you have to say?
My lord, I am appearing for OP number 2.
2.
Deputy Chief Engineer,
What do you have to
Construction Railway.
What do you have to say?
But IL petition not served to me by the petitioner.
On my objection,
Which case you are appearing?
2 to 18, my lord.
Who is appearing in 2 to 18?
He is for OP number 2. I am for state, Lordship. I am for state.
OP number 2 is the Deputy Chief Engineer,
From?
East Central Railway.
Okay. Yes. Priya Vishwajit, you have not served him a copy? This is a restoration, Mr. Sinha.
My lord.
What do you have to say? Do you oppose restoration?
My lord.
Are you opposing restoration?
No, I am not opposing.
Yes. So the respondents, counsel for the respondents submits that there was a gross negligence on the part of the petitioner, which should not be condoned. Full stop. Considering the submission and considering the facts of the case, I am facts pleaded herein. I am inclined to allow these CMPs. Also, the CMP stands allowed. Case number so and so restored to its original file. First up, the petitioner will remove the defect within 2 weeks. Yes. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, Ms. Bhaiya Vishwajit.
Sorry.
Yes, what do you have to say?
3 weeks time will be like, my lord. 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yes.
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Of my lord.
Yes.
Finally dispose of.
Serial number 19, CMP 876 of 19, Mr. Akshay Verma for the petitioner.
Yes, Your Lordship, I am appearing. Your Lordship, may kindly see order number 6, Your Lordship. There was some, the second appeal was dismissed for default. Thereafter, some delay occurred. And when we filed CMP, Your Lordship had passed this order after service of notice. Service upon respondent was accepted as proper. And then Your Lordship had condoned delay. Then on the last date, again, my colleague could not point out that Your Lordship had already accepted the service of notice as proper. Therefore, Your Lordship had directed fresh notice, and we have also done fresh notice. Then my only prayer would be now, since Your Lordship had condoned the delay and my IA for limitation was allowed, so my second appeal may be restored.
No one is appearing?
No, I don't think, Your Lordship. And this second appeal was dismissed for default due to non-compliance of Your Lordship's order, whereby Your Lordship had directed us to remove the defect within a pre-emptory time of 2 weeks. On the other hand, the respondent, they are executing the, proceeding with the execution case, Your Lordship. That was the reason that.
Notices have been properly served upon the opposite parties. First up, none appears on behalf of the opposite parties. First up, this CMP has been filed for restoration of second appeal. Which was dismissed for non-compliance
Yes, Your Lordship.
of the peremptory order.
Yes.
First up. When will you comply the order? What was the order?
Order was for removal of some, 2 weeks, Your Lordship.
Counsel for the petition submits that within 2 weeks you will remove the defects in the second appeal if the same is restored. Full stop. Considering the submission, the second appeal number so and so is restored to its original file. The petitioner will remove the defect within 2 weeks. This CMP disposed of.
As
Serial number 20, CMP number 914 of 19, Mr. Vijay Kumar Sinha for the petitioner, Mr. Asunu Banerjee for the appellate. Respondent.
My lord, item number 20 to 43, all the CMP filed for restoration of first appeal, which was dismissed for default on 14/8/2019 due to non-compliance of the order of this honorable court passed on 17/7/19.
In all the
But
cases, there is a limitation.
yes, 120 days limitation expired for filing restoration petition. So
In all the cases, you have filed a limitation application.
yes,
And by what time you will remove the defect in the main application?
my lord, there is no defect.
Then why it was dismissed?
My lord,
What was the current?
certified copy of award not filed within time due to not available in the record room of Hazaribagh court.
So now you have filed the certified copy.
Yes, I am annexing the all the.
So now you have filed the certified copy of the award.
I'm filed, my lord, ready to file. I'm obtained such award.
So within 2 weeks you can file the awards.
Yes, my lord.
Who is appearing
I'm
on behalf
ready.
of the parties? Mr. Atanu Banerjee, Mr. Naveen Kumar, Prashant Pallab.
My lord, I have the private respondents, my lord. I have obtained all the wakalatnama from all the private respondents, my lord. In the serial number 22.
Mr. Suraj.
Yes, my lord. Serial number 22, 33,
You
my
are
lord.
appearing.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
In all the cases. Here.
And for the state, my lord, I am there. DC Hazaribagh is a party, my lords. I am there for the state.
Yes, Mr. Suraj Kumar and Mr. Ashutosh Anand, do you have any objection if this appeals are restored after condoning the delay?
Well, formal objection.
Yes, Mr. Suraj Kumar.
No, my lord, I don't have any serious objection. My lord.
IA number so and so. After saying so and so, they opposes delay condoned. Then write in the main application. But all the CMPs are taken on board today at the consent of the parties for disposal. First up, it has been submitted by the counsel for the petitioners that the certified copy of the awards in each cases could not be filed as the same was not available then. First up, he submits that now it has been made available to him and he will file them within 2 weeks. He thus prays to restore the so and so first appeals numbers. First up, the respondent counsel opposes and submits that there was a laches on part of the appellants which should not be condoned. Full stop. Next para. Considering the submission of the parties, I am inclined to allow the CMPs. First appeal number so and so is restored to its original file. The counsel for the appellants will will remove the defects in the respective first appeals within 3 weeks.
My lord, with regard to the serial number 20, there is two IAs file for same prayer. By mistake, so I pray for one IA.
Serial number 20. 2 IAs.
Yes.
What are the 2 IA number?
3272 of 20 and 3273 of 20.
Serial number 20 में लिखिए. 3272 is serial number 28. It has been wrongly mentioned here, wrongly listed. It is serial number 28.
Oh.
You see serial number 28? Serial number 28 is 3292. But in serial number 28, no IA number has been mentioned in the list.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Next.
Serial number 44, CMP number 1220, Mr. Vinod Singh for the petitioner.
My lord, may I please?
Yes, Mr. Singh.
My lord, one CMP has been filed, my lord, for restoration of non-compliance of the preemptory order, my lord, for submitting the requisite notice, my lord.
When
My
will
lord,
you file it?
my
When
lord,
will you comply?
my lord, I filed within the time, my lord, but the office pointed out some defect in the notice, my lord. Otherwise, within 2 weeks, my lord, within stipulated time, my lord.
So if there is a defect in the notice, it cannot be said that the notice was
Yes,
properly.
yes, my lord.
By what time you will file? By what time you will file?
My lord, that is already filed, my lord. Only I have to remove the defect in the notice which is already filed, my lord, in the office. It is in the office.
There's a delay petition. There's a continuation of delay.
Yes, 86 days, my lord. The
Then
reason I
86
have
days
stated at
file.
paragraph 7, my lord.
Who is appearing for the opposite party? But I have to hear the opposite party also.
My lord, it's a restoration petition,
Yes,
my lord.
he has accrued. Right has accrued upon him.
Yes, my lord.
Is it not? Then issue notice to the
My lord,
respondent.
Mr. Sen, his name is appearing in the second appeal, my lord. In the second appeal, my lord, the
Who is
counsel is
appearing?
already appearing.
Who is appearing?
Mr. Sen, my lord.
Who is he?
AC2, my lord, he is associated with Mr. Majumdar, my lord, the senior advocate, my lord. I will inform him, my lord.
Inform him if he is appearing.
Yes, yes.
Inform him. Pass over on next week.
My lord, I will contact him, my lord, if he appears today.
Pass over.
And okay.
Yes, next.
Serial number 45, CMP number 23 of 20, Mr. Vijay Kumar Sinha, Mr. Ashutosh Anand for the petitioner, Mr. Naveen Kumar, Mr. Ashutosh Anand for the respondent.
My lord, this petition wrongly filed, so I pray for withdraw this.
Serial number 45. Counsel for the petitioner submits that the petition has been wrongly filed. Has been filed due to inadvertence. He wants to withdraw this application. Prayer allowed, dismissed as withdrawn.
Obliged.
He is also withdrawn.
Serial number 46, CMP number 93 of 20, Mr. Sanjeev Kumar Sahai for the petitioner.
May please, my lord. This
Yeah.
CMP has been filed for restoration of second appeal, my lord. There is a delay of 119 days in filing CMP, my lord.
Yes, wish for the state.
The state is not there. Private parties is there.
Private party.
Respondents.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Notice on both process in CMP and in the limitation application.
Obliged.
Because it's 3 weeks.
Obliged.
Under the heading for admission, serial number 47, CMP number 334 of 16, Mr. Rajesh Kumar for the petitioner, Mr. Jayaprakash, AAG, Naled AAG.
Yes. Who is appearing? Who is appearing?
Mr. Rajesh Kumar for the petitioner.
Let's serial number 47 is there, madam?
Yes, serial number 47.
Let's the petitioner prays for the restoration of writ petition, which was dismissed on default on 18. Sorry, on 3/12/2018. Plus only all defects were removed. Plus only supplementary affidavit has to be filed. Plus when we filed, then we got knowledge that our writ petition has been dismissed for non-compliance of order. Other defects have been removed.
What is the latest judgment on the equal work and equal pay? Mr. Rajesh Kumar, what is the latest judgment on the concept of equal work and equal pay?
One judgment is there of 2021. I have to go through back. If matters will restore today, matters may heard in next week.
I will not hear this because I am not having the bench. I'm just asking you. It's 2021 or
21.
December
November
2021.
Yes, November.
December 2021.
Yes, November, December judgment is there. I'm aware of this.
And most probably it is against you. Against the relief which you are seeking. Yes, who is for the state? Who is for the state? Who is appearing? AG?
Lords, I just checked this matter.
We heard Rajesh Kumar and heard Mr. Ashutosh Anand appearing on behalf of the state. Rajesh Kumar on behalf of the petitioner state is for the state. Counsel for the petitioner submits that due to inadvertence, the supplementary affidavit could not be filed, as a result of which, the writ application was dismissed for non-compliance of the peremptory order. He submits that you will file the supplementary affidavit.
I will file, Lords.
You will file the supplementary affidavit within 2 weeks in the writ application number so and so. Mr. Ashutosh Anand submits that there was a gross negligence on the part of the petitioner, and thus the laches cannot be condoned. Full stop. Considering the submission of the parties, the writ application number so and so is restored to its original file. Full stop. The petitioner will file the necessary supplementary affidavit within 2 weeks. Yes.
Serial number 48, CMP number 246 of 17, Mr. Lalit Kumar Singh for the petitioner, Ms. Rita Sankita for respondent.
Yes. Who is appearing? Who is appearing?
Name of Mr. Lalit Kumar Singh appears for the petitioner.
Pass over. Mr. Vinod Singh, if you want to talk with the phone, please switch off, log out, and then talk. Because this entire proceeding is being live streamed, everyone is seeing you. Yes, next.
Serial number 49, CMP number 186 of 19, Mr. M.A. Khan for the petitioner. Name of Mr. Rajiv Sinha appears for the respondent.
Your Lordship, on the last occasion, my Lords have directed Jhalsa to appoint some lawyer as the arguing counsel perhaps has died, Your Lordship. I am appearing on behalf of the Union of India, my Lords.
Yes.
Your Lordship, in this matter, I am appearing on behalf of the Union of India.
Yes.
On the last occasion, my Lords have directed Jhalsa to appoint some jury as the arguing counsel has perhaps died, Your Lordship.
Have they appointed anyone?
Till date, Your Lordship, as the record does not reveal the name of anybody on behalf of the petitioner.
Connect Mr. Nipun Bakshi. Where is Mr. Nipun Bakshi? Where is Mr. Nipun Bakshi? Connect Mr. Nipun Bakshi. Pass over. You are appearing on behalf of?
Union of India, Central Government Council, Your Lordship.
Okay. Let Mr. Nipun Bakshi come. Pass over.
Oblige. Oblige.
Nipun Bakshi has been appointed.
Serial number 50. Serial number 50, CMP number 220 of 19, Mr. Amit Sinha for the petitioner, Mr. Rahul Kumar Gupta, Mr. Sudeep Shesta for the respondent.
My lord, I am appearing in this matter. My lord, for restoration of my lord writ petition which has been dismissed for non-compliance of the order, my lord. My lord, the only one page which could not be filed by the my lord petitioner, the duly certified to be true typed copy of page number 95 would not be filed due to admittance, my lord. So I may be,
Pilots.
my lord, within 1 week, my lord.
Take down. Who is appearing for the opposite party?
Well, I appeal for the state, my lord. SC2 senior SC2.
Here, the counsel for the petitioner submits that as he could not file one page of the typed copy after duly certifying the same, comma, the writ application number so and so was dismissed for non-prosecution, for non-compliance of the peremptory order. Full stop. He submits that no sooner the writ is restored, he will file the typed copy duly certified by him. Full stop. The state counsel for the state opposes the prayer. Full stop. Considering the submission of the petitioner, this writ application number so and so is restored to its original file. The counsel for the petitioner will ensure removal of the defect, filing of the typed copy within 2 weeks.
Like, my lord.
Serial number 51, CMP number 428 of 19, Mr. Vijay Kumar for the petitioner, Mr. Dhananjay Kumar Pathak, Ms. Amrita Kumari, Dr. Ashok Kumar Singh for the respondent.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Vijay Kumar. Where is Mr. Vijay Kumar?
For the state, my lord.
Pass over.
Serial number 52, CMP number 459 of 19, Mr. Devesh Krishna for the petitioner, Mr. Prabhat Kumar Sinha, Mr. P.S. Pati for the respondent.
Lordship, I'm audible. I'm appearing serial number 52, Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship, this restoration petition has been filed for restoration of WPS that was rejected for non-compliance of the order of the court, Lordship. Lordship, only one certified copy of the order could not be filed on time, Lordship. That is why it was.
What time will you file it?
Lordship, within a week after restoration of the writ petition,
For the
Lordship.
petitioner's office, a certified copy could not be filed within the peremptory time, so writ application number so and so was dismissed. He submits that no sooner the writ is restored, he will file the certified copy. Full stop. Considering the state submission, I'm allowing this CMP writ number so and so is restored to its original file. The petitioner will file the certified copy within 2 weeks. Mr. Bakshi.
Lordship.
Mr. Bakshi, you have been appointed by Jhalsa in one case.
My lords, I'll check with the office, Lordship, and take on the.
Number? 49. This CMP 186 of 2019.
Lordship.
लिखिए CMP 186 of 2019. Take down. Jalsa has informed that learned advocate Mr. Nipun Bakshi has been appointed in this case to represent the petitioner. Full stop. Let name of Nipun Bakshi appear in the cause list as the counsel for the petitioner. Full stop. List this case next week.
Your Lordship, my appearance also be recorded, Your Lordship.
Vikas Kumar appears.
Central Government Council, Your Lordship.
Mr. Vikas Kumar appears.
Oblige, Your Lordship. Much obliged.
Serial number 53, CMP number 672 of 19. Mr. Ajay Kumar Pathak for the petition, Mr. Prabhat Kumar Sinha, Mr. P.S. Pati for the respondent.
In this CMP, Lord, my client has taken the file, Lord. So I have given no objection, Lord. Sanjay Kumar Paswan, the petitioner here, Lord. He has taken the file and I have given no objection. But my name is appearing. Perhaps nobody is appearing in this case.
Mr. Ajay Kumar Pathak submits that his client has taken the file from him after obtaining a no objection certificates and has also obtained a no objection certificate. Full stop. He submits that he has been instructed not to appear. Full stop. In this case. Full stop. Next para. After hearing the submission and after going through the document record, I find that there is no fresh wakalatnama filed by any lawyer. Full stop. To give one more opportunity, this case is let this case be listed after 3 weeks.
Yes, madam.
Yes. Give your step if you want to appear.
Obliged.
Serial number 54.
It's the last injunctive 2 weeks time I am paying also for compliance of order.
My lord, kindly peruse the last order dated 17/12/2021.
The officer who has to comply to was suffering from corona lordship in the month of January. It's the last indulgence lordship.
17/12/2021.
Only one opportunity being granted lordship.
Sorry.
The only password for the day lordship. It will come in the next Friday lordship because after regular opening the first address come in the list lordship.
I am least interested. It is in the list whether it is regular hearing, irregular hearing, or what hearing. I am not bothered.
Only password for the day lordship in next Friday lordship.
The order was passed by this court in 2016.
It's the last chance only not today lordship. On next Friday lordship. On next Friday lordship.
You preferred a latest patent appeal. In
Yes,
the latest patent appeal, there was no interim order.
The interim order was not there.
There was no interim order. The court gave you undue indulgence and deferred this contempt application since the latest patent appeal was pending, though this court was not duty bound to do so. The latest patent appeal was also dismissed in September
2021. 7/9.
21.
22 lordship.
2021.
What 22? The latest patent appeal was dismissed in September 2021.
2021.
And today we are in February 2022. You have not complied this order.
It will be the next Friday lordship. It's the last chance lordship. On that day, in the operative order will be passed lordship. On next Friday lordship.
Just listen to the order first. This application has been prayed to initiate a contempt proceeding against the respondent for non-compliance of the order, final order passed by this court in WPS 227 of 2016, order dated, uh, order dated 14/5/2019, passed in WPS 227 of 2016. Full stop. The next para. The writ application bearing number WPS 227 of 2016 was allowed, and the state was directed to fix the pay of the petitioner in the scale of 2610-3540 with effect from 1/1/1996, as it has been done in writ petition number WPS 4041 of 2021.
2001.
2001, sorry, 2001.
Obliged.
The aforesaid order was not complied. Full stop. The respondents opted to file a latest patent appeal before the division bench of this court, challenging the aforesaid order. Full stop. Was there any stay in the latest patent appeal? I'm asking you.
Lordship? No, Lordship.
Any stay? Full stop. As submitted, as gathered from the counsel for the petitioner and the respondent, that the latest patent court did not choose to stay the operation of this order. Full stop. In spite of that, this court granted indulgence to the respondents and deferred the contempt application just because the latest patent appeal was pending, though the court was not obliged to do so. Full stop. The latest patent appeal ultimately was dismissed on 17/12/2021. Sorry, on 7th September 2021.
Obliged.
Despite this, in spite of the aforesaid dismissal, the order was not complied with. Full stop. This case was listed on 17/12/2021 when the fact of dismissal of the LP was brought to the notice of this court. Full stop. After recording the fact that the LPA was dismissed, 3 weeks time was granted to the state to comply the order dated 14/5/2019, passed in WPS number 227 of 2016. Full stop. This case has been listed, next para. This case has been listed today again. Admittedly, the order has not been complied with. Full stop. This prima facie, this suggests that the respondent has committed contempt for which they should be proceeded against. Full stop. Next para. At this stage, counsel for the state.
Yes, Lord.
Prays for one indulgence and submits that the order will be complied.
Yes.
Full stop. Considering the aforesaid submission, I list this case on next Friday. Full stop. It is made clear if the order is not complied in its true letter and spirit by next Friday, which is the department.
Very much obliged, Lord.
Just a minute. I have not completed the order. The Secretary, Road Construction Department, Government of Jharkhand. Engineer in Chief, Road Construction Department, Government of Jharkhand. And Chief Engineer, Road Construction Department, Government of Jharkhand, will remain present personally before this court when charges will be framed against them.
So in case the order is not complied, Lordship.
Yes.
In case order is not complied.
Yes.
Obliged, my lord.
The order may kindly be uploaded on the website, Lordship.
It will be uploaded, don't worry.
Obliged.
Serial number 55, contempt civil 862 of 19, Mr. Baleshwar Yadav for the petitioner, Mr. Ajit Kumar, Mr. Sudarshan Srivastava, Mr. Suresh Kumar, Mr. Vijayasankar Prasad, and Mr. Prakash Kumar for the respondents.
I'm appearing, Malas.
Yes.
But the Malas willfully, Malas, with connivance of the writ petitioner, Malas, the respondents have violated the order of this honorable court. Kindly, Malas, have a look, Malas, one paragraph, that is our five line order, Malas, operative part at page 17 of my contempt, Malas.
May I please, my lordship? May I please, my lordship?
After hearing the parties, I find that the parties have settled their dispute before the mediator. The report of the mediator is also on record, which clearly suggests that Manju Devi is now entitled to receive the entire area of pension and the amount of group insurance. Further, it is decided that out to the current and further pension, 1/3 will go to the.
Yes, who is for the respondent number 6?
May I please, my lordship? I am appearing on behalf of respondent number 6, my lordship. As the last indulgence, I pray for 2 weeks' time to comply with the court order regarding filing of the SOCOS, my lordship. Due to COVID, my lordship, the parties were unable to provide us with the required documents. That's why I am failed to comply with the my lord order. I just pray for 2 weeks' time, my lord. As the last indulgence, to comply, my lord.
What will you do?
State order. Last indulgence, my lord, 2 weeks' time.
What will you do? The arrears of pension has to go to the.
So, state already have given the direction to the bank.
On 10/12/2021, the respondent number 6 have appeared by the council, and your lordship has directed to comply the order.
No, now what has to be done? Mr. Jadhav, now what has to be done?
Now the one way left, that now the area entire area now which is the pending till today will be paid to the Manju Devi, and further the direction as it is 1/3 या जो भी
1/3 you are getting. 1/3 you are getting.
No, not a single penny, only the amount of group insurance that is amounting to 2,86,000 only.
Why you are not ensured that 1/3 of the pension be paid to the lady, the wife?
अभी करंट पेंशन रुका हुआ, चूंकि इन्होंने पिटिशनर रिट पिटिशनर एंड स्टेट अथॉरिटी मिल करके सारे एरियर दे दिए रिट पिटिशनर को, तो हुजूर फिर से रोक दिया गया। जब नॉलेज में आया, जब मैं कंटेम्प्ट फाइल किया, तब ये नॉलेज में आया कि वो गलत हो गया। तो इसीलिए हुजूर जो पेंशन एरियर ऑफ पेंशन है आज के डेट में, वो सारा मंजू देवी को देने का ऑर्डर कर दिया जाए हुजूर। बस उसके बाद जो करंट होगा
ऑर्डर इज ऑलरेडी देयर।
हाँ, तो ये नहीं दे रहे हैं ना, जो एरियर ऑफ पेंशन है अभी के डेट में, पिछले 2 साल से एरियर।
If you have received the entire arrears, transmit it as per the order.
Yeah, my lord, I have already deposited 1.5 lakhs, my lord. Regarding that only, I have to file the SOCOS. I just pray for 2 weeks time, my lord. I will file the SOCOS regarding that.
ये 1/3 ये जो कह रहे हैं, अभी तो हमारे बात नहीं हुआ, लेकिन वो ये एरियर ऑफ पेंशन अमाउंटिंग में
State.
Yes, my lord. Already I have given the.
Tell me what.
Yes, my lord. Pardon.
What is the amount of area you have paid to the?
So already, your lordship, Page 10, kindly see your lordship. I have also given the direction on third also. Kindly see my so in page 10, your lordship.
Mr. Dubey, listen to me first.
Yes, my lord.
What is the amount of arrears of pension you have paid? How much?
One lakh 13,261 rupees, your lordship. One third. 1,13,260 I paid, your lordship. Thereafter, your lordship, two-third. Thereafter, I have given the direction to bank regularly.
Yes, Mr. Aman Kumar, tell your client to disburse this 1,13,000 and not to the petitioner, to this Devi. She's your wife.
Yes, oblige, my lordship, definitely.
May I submit one
Para 4, your
my
lordship.
submission.
Yes.
Only my submission, what the area of pension is today will be paid to the Manju Devi as so that this order will be complied fully. आज के डेट में जितना एरिया ऑफ पेंशन है वो जरा भी
arrears of pension till that particular date of the order.
Yes, my lord.
लेकिन वो तो सारा ले लिया गया ना हुजूर, सारा ले लिया गया। 9 लाख रुपया उनको मिला है। 9 लाख रुपया हुजूर वही तो है।
What was the arrear pension till the order was passed? That amount has to be paid to him.
May I address
हाँ,
the lordship?
ये ऑर्डर कर दिया जाए कि what was the arrear of pension till at the time of
after 2 weeks.
May I address one thing, your lordship?
Yes.
If your lordship may kindly have page 22 of the contempt, there is an assessment of the total amount 2,86,547 rupees. That is one third of the pension, and that has to be deposited by the respondent number 6, opposite party number 6, and then only pension will be reassessed.
Mr. Srivastava, they have sought for 2 weeks' time. Whatever the amount, as per their wisdom, let them pay. After 2 weeks, when I will go through the order, I'll see it has been complied or not. Then if the order is not complied with, they will face the music.
Grateful, your lordship.
Yes, next.
Serial number 56, contains serial 1206 of 19, Ms. Neha Bharadwaj, Ms. Kumari Rashmi, for the petitioner, Mr. Hemant Kumar Gupta, Mr. Muthu for the respondent.
May I please, I am appearing for the petitioner.
Yes.
Notice was issued to respondent number 5 minutes, and I have deposited the requisites also. I don't know whether someone is appearing, but in the list I don't find anyone appearing.
Lordship, in this case, I am appearing on behalf of state, opposite party state, your lordship.
Notice was issued to
respondent number 5 minutes.
Who is respondent number 5?
Srimati Somrati Murmu Topno.
This is the second wife.
No, Milords, the facts are like this, that the mother of the brother of this petitioner died, Milords, because of extremist attack, etc. Milords, he was a constable. Then, Milords, this repetition.
What was the settlement? What was the settlement?
The settlement is, my lords, at page number, Milords. Just kindly see page 19. सेटलमेंट हुआ कि 20 लाख रुपया ये जो माइनर है उसके नाम में जमा होगा, और इन्होंने कहा कि हम जमा कर भी दिए हैं, और उसी के बेसिस पर हुजूर डिस्पोजल हो गया रिट पिटीशन का कि दैट्स इन फॉर्म पार्ट ऑफ दिस ऑर्डर। अब यहाँ अभी क्या है कि ये कहते हैं कि नहीं हम जमा करके इस माइनर को नॉमिनी बना दिए हैं। अब ये 4-5 या कितना 6 साल की है, अब इसको माँ बाप रख रहे हैं और ये छोड़ के चली गई, इसको तो दूसरा नौकरी मिल गया और 50 लाख रुपया भी मिला। ये जो रेस्पोंडेंट 5 है जिसको ऐड किए।
नोटिस शी इज इन गवर्नमेंट सर्वेंट।
हाँ, स्टेबल है। यहाँ अंडरटेकिंग दी कि हम 20 लाख रुपया जमा कर देंगे। If my lords will see page 42.
Notice has been received or not?
My lord?
Undelivered. Yes, state.
Your Lordship, we have filed counter affidavit. The only grievance with the petitioner perhaps is with regard to compassionate appointment. Your
Just listen
Lordship.
to me.
Yes, Your Lordship.
This lady has got a compassionate appointment and
No,
she
no,
has
Your
left.
Lordship.
नहीं compassionate appointment नहीं मिला उसका
Appointment नहीं मिला
independent
है.
It's
उसका
pending.
She was already on government job. She was working on a government job, Your Lordship.
What she was working
Is
where?
working. She JAP 10, Your Lordship.
JAP 10
Hotwar.
में working है मेरे and she is
Hotwar.
avoiding to receive the notice my lords. The state में ensure my lords JAP 10 में उनका चिट्ठी भी है पेज 42 पर जो कमांडेंट को लिख के दी है कि 20 लाख रुपए हम अपने नाम से जमा किया इसको नॉमिनी बनाया माइनर at page 42 if my lords will
Let's
be
see what is the process server report. What is the name?
Sanmati Murmu Topno.
Chandrati Soren Topno.
Topno.
Sandrati Munren Topno.
Yes.
Received. She has received the notice. In spite of receiving notice, the respondent number 5 has not appeared in this contempt application. First of the next line. The allegation is that the respondent number 5 has violated the order of this court. Full stop. It has also been informed to this court by the council that respondent number 5 is working in Mahila.
Jharkhand Police JAP 10.
JAP 10 at Hotwar.
Mahila Battalion.
Yes.
Mahila Battalion, Jharkhand Armed Police 10, within bracket JAP 10 at Hotwar. Considering the aforesaid facts, that bailable warrant be issued against respondent number 5 to be served through the commandant JAP 10. Full stop. Let's this case on. February 18th for appearance of respondent number 5.
Oblige, Your Lordship.
Just a minute. Hemant Kumar Gupta who is Lakshmi Murmu?
No, he was the government lawyer at the relevant court.
Lakshmi Murmu is appearing on behalf of the government lawyer.
Now the Lakshmi Murmu is appearing on behalf of the state.
Okay. Next.
Serial number 57, contempt civil 519 of 20.
May please, Lordship. In this case, not the Annexer 1, page 17 was the order passed by Lordship. Not thereafter, they filed one supplement, one so cause, which was not accepted by the Honorable Court because it was to camouflage the order of the Honorable Court. Thereafter, again second so cause, then third so cause. Third so cause, not 31/8/2021. Normally, in order to patch up the illegality and irregularity and the deliberate action to sit over the judgment of the Supreme Court, now they have come out with a so-called region order dated 24th of August 2021. Annexer L, page 14 of the third so cause, that is on 31st August 2021, which was filed. Normally, it is practically to doing the order of the Supreme Court. I'll just
now they have filed a recent order with an absolute
And under what circumstances, Your Lordship,
For what
it will
reasons?
appear from
Now
the
you have
order
to
sheet?
challenge this. Now you have to challenge this.
Yes, my lord, that is there, but that is only nothing. Since
Order
a
now
person has approached this honorable court, therefore he has to suffer all these things, my
the
lord.
order now has been complied with.
According to them, but in my submission, it is not a compliance and it is deleted compliance.
Though the counsel for the petitioner submits that the said compliance cannot be said to be in compliance in true sense, that too at a belated stage. Full stop. Considering the submission, though the order sheets of this case will speak volume, full stop. But since the order has been,
Region order has been passed.
since the recent order has been passed, I'm not inclined to proceed with this contempt application. Liberty is reserved to the petitioner to challenge the said order before an appropriate court.
I appear on behalf of the respondent state.
My lords, appearance on behalf of OP number 2, my lords.
Give your slips.
Oblige, my lords.
Contempt civil 30 of 21. Mr. Abhay Kumar Mishra, Mr. Krishna Prajapati, for the petitioner, Mr. Kaushik Sarkar, Mr. Sudarshan Srivastava, Mr. Ashutosh Raman, for the respondent.
May it please, Your Worship, may kindly see the order is 17/12/2021. As per us, it has been complied, my lord. The petitioner was directed to file a reply to para 4 of the counter affidavit on 17/12/2021.
What have you stated in para 4?
My lord, para 4, my lord, we have the sanction order has been issued, and the special seal authority for revised pension benefits has also been done, my lords.
Monetary benefit has been received by the petitioner or not?
My lord, this is the petitioner contended, my lord, that he'll be replying to para 4, my lord, on 17/12/2021, my lords.
Who is the petitioner?
My lord, he is there.
Lordship, I am praying for 1 week's time, Lordship, to file a reply.
Which reply? What is the reply? Para 4.
1 week. Yes, sir.
Will not unnecessarily delay this matter. If it has not been, if the para 4 has not been, it is the statement made in para 4 is incorrect, then they have committed criminal contempt to the notice of this court. First up, so for the petitioner, prays for further time to verify the statement made in para 4 of the affidavit filed by the state on filed by the report number 4. Filed by the report number 4 on 26/11/2021. Full stop. Here, a time was granted to the petitioner. Spite of that, petitioner did not file any affidavit. Full stop. Next para. In paragraph 4, the accountant, in paragraph 4 of the affidavit, on behalf of the accountant general, it has been mentioned, it has been stated as follows. Quote, para 4. Full stop. Considering the aforesaid submission, made in para 4, I am not inclined to proceed with this contempt application as sufficient compliance of the order has been made. Full stop. This contempt application is dropped.
My lords, I am for 1, 2, 3. For respondent number 4, perhaps Mr. Srivastava would be there, my lords.
If they have filed a wrong affidavit, this is a criminal contempt. Mr. Prajapati.
It is not. It is not.
You can proceed.
My lords.
Serial number, MA number 85 of 21. Mr. Ashish Kumar, Ms. Vani Kumari, for the appellant.
Yes, my lord, I am appearing in this case, Lord.
Yes.
In this case, my lord, the appellant has challenged the judgment dated 2nd September 2020, Your Lordship, whereby the succession certificate in connection with some of the amount in the bank, Your Lordship, that was the amount of partnership firm, my lord, that has been disbursed in favor of this respondent number 1, Your Lordship. This appellant is the own brother, my lord, and he was a partner in that partnership firm, Your Lordship. And this fact has also been established by the sister of the deceased, Your Lordship.
Read the order.
Yes, madam. The present application for grant of succession certificate has been filed by Poonam, wife of late Pradeep Kumar, including Mohit Lakhanpal, Rohit Lakhanpal, Manisha Lakhanpal, as well as general public as OPs. The OP number 1, 2, 3 and applicant are the legal class 1 heirs of the deceased Pradeep Kumar. During the pendency of the case, the brother of the deceased, namely Pradeep Kumar, namely Vijay Lakhanpal, has intervened by filing an application for leave to contest the present case for grant of succession certificate, who has been impleted as OP number 5. The applicants claim to be the widow of deceased Pradeep Kumar, who died on 3/8/18 at National Neuroscience Center, Kolkata, and that Pradeep Kumar was a businessman and was permanent resident of Jamshedpur. It is also stated that deceased had a cash credit account in ICICI Bank Duxalai branch in the name of his proprietorship firm PK Traders and Processors, bearing account number 25740550081, and the business transactions were done by the deceased through this account. It is also stated that on the date of filing of this application for grant of succession certificate, there was an amount of rupees 56,61,781.61 in the said CC account with the bank. Further, it is stated that the deceased Pradeep Kumar left behind him his widow, 2 sons and a daughter, and the deceased had not left behind any will or codicil, nor any application for grant of probate or letter of administration has been filed for the said debt lying with the bank, that is ICICI Bank. It is also stated that deceased has obtained a card loan and a personal loan, which is still payable to the bank, which shall be deducted from the amount lying in the cash credit amount in the name of the deceased. It is further stated that there is no legal impediment in allowing the application for grant of succession certificate. The application has been filed under Section 372 of the Indian Succession Act. The property described in the schedule cash credit account with ICICI Bank having an amount of rupees 56,61,781.61, out of which the card loan and the personal loan shall be deducted to the tune of rupees 15,60,000. Thus, prayer has been made for issuance of succession certificate for the balance amount of rupees 40,11,748.62. Notices were issued and OP number 1, 2 and 3 appeared and gave their no objection to the issuance of succession certificate in the name of their mother and widow of the deceased, Pradeep Kumar. This application is duly supported by affidavit of one of the son, namely Mohit Lakhanpal, and signed by all of the 3 children, that is 2 sons and a daughter. Vijay Lakhanpal appeared and intervened in the case as OP number 5 and has contested the claim of the applicant for issuation of succession certificate, claiming an amount of rupees 35 lakhs for which a check was issued by the deceased brother of the objector, that is Pradeep Kumar, for his share in the profits of the firm MSPK Traders and Processors. It is stated that it was this OP who was in charge of the day-to-day affairs of MSPK Traders and Processors, and claimed that it was actually a partnership firm, and a partnership deed was also executed between the brothers. However, in the record, it continued to be a proprietorship firm. It is also stated that entire documents in respect of the firm is lying in the office of the company, and after the death of Pradeep Kumar, the present objector has been denied to access to the company. It is also stated that OP had made investment in the business of the firm, and as such, Pradeep Kumar had issued an account pay check of rupees 35 lakhs in favor of the objector. However, when the check was deposited for encashment through his banker SBI, it got dishonored for the reason reported by the bank, that the issuance of the check is denied. Further, the account was also blocked. It is stated that the legal debt payable to the present objector by Pradeep Kumar has been denied, and hence the same remains to charge over the funds of the deceased Pradeep Kumar, and therefore issuance of succession certificate shall be subject to a legally enforcement debt of rupees 35 lakhs, which could be evident from the check issued by Pradeep Kumar in the name of the present objector. Therefore, prayer is made to issue succession certificate only after realization of rupees 35 lakhs in favor of the objector. The case thereafter was posted for evidence. PW1 is Poonam, the applicant herself, and in her examination in chief and affidavit, she has supported her case as per her application for grant of succession certificate. She has also disputed the claim of Vijay Lakhanpal, denying existence of any partnership or denying any liability in favor of Vijay Lakhanpal. On the basis of her evidence. Certificate is marked as Exhibit 1. Account statement of the bank is marked as Exhibit 2. An application referred to in para 15 of the examination in chief is marked as Exhibit 3. This witness has been cross-examined only on behalf of Vijay Lakhanpal, as the other OP members declined to cross-examine this witness. In cross-examination, this witness says that she is aware of the contents of the examination in chief. She also says that earlier she was working as an LIC agent, but presently she is not working as an LIC agent. At para 4, she says that her younger son is in jail who has been implicated in a murder case of a doctor. She admits that her husband was HIV positive and died for the said reasons. She further says that she, as well as Vijay Lakhanpal, are residing in the same plot, but they are residing separately. She is aware of the objection made by Vijay Lakhanpal. At para 10, she says that presently MSPK Traders and Processors has been closed, as the account of MSPK Traders and Processors has been sealed, and she has let out the company to the manager Mukesh Lal on a monthly rent of rupees 50,000. The electricity connection is still in the name of MSPK Traders and Processors, but Mukesh Lal has also taken a separate electricity connection. In further cross-examination, this witness says MSPK Traders and Processors were engaged in the business of sponge iron. She is not aware of any stock verification, and she says that her elder son Mohit Lakhanpal can say about all this. She has stated to have received a message with regard to the presentation of the check on the mobile phone, which was in the name of her husband, which mobile phone is in custody of the manager Mukesh Prasad alias Mukesh Lal. At para 13, she says that there were 5 insurance policies in the name of her husband, and she was the agent in these policies. Total 9 policies were in the name of her husband. She says to have given the information with regard to the check to the police on 24/8/18 with regard to misuse of the check of her husband. At para 22, this witness says that MSPK Traders and Processors is running since 2014, but she is unable to give the details of the account of the same. She has denied the suggestion that Vijay Lakhanpal was doing partnership business with her husband, and the share of Vijay Lakhanpal was rupees 35 lakhs, which was proposed to be paid by her husband. Witness number 2, Dayal Singh Mehra. He is the son-in-law of the applicant and he supports the case of having cash credit account in ICICI Bank. He also says about the loan of rupees 16,50,000 and says that the claim of her mother-in-law with regard to the balance amount of rupees 50 lakhs is genuine. He denies the claim of the objector with regard to any financial help given by the objector to his father-in-law. In cross-examination by OP number 5, this witness says that he is a sports teacher at Krishna Public High School. His marriage was solemnized in the year 2015. He had no concern with the business of MSPK Traders and Processors. He also says that his brother-in-law, that is son of the applicant, is in jail, and also says that his father-in-law has not given him or his wife any money prior to his death. He says that there is a policy in the name of his daughter and wife, and the premium was not paid from the account of his father-in-law. He does not know as to whether business of MSPK Traders is continuing or not. Apart that, there is nothing very significant. On behalf of OP number 1, 2, and 3, 2 witnesses have been examined. OP witness number 1 is Manisha Lakhanpal, daughter of the applicant, and she also supports the case of the applicant in her examination in chief on affidavit. In cross-examination by the OP number 5, this witness says that she is aware of the contents of the examination in chief and that she is an MBA. Her marriage was solemnized in the year 2015. Presently, she was residing with her in-laws. She had 2 brothers. Elder brother is Mohit Lakhanpal, who is looking after the business. She is not aware of any other account of the company apart the account in ICICI Bank. She says that her father was under treatment since 15 days or 1 month prior to his death, and that her father died on account of HIV. She has seen the account statement and twice had visited the company. Presently, the account has been closed. Apart that, there is nothing significant. OP witness number 2 is Mohit Lakhanpal, who in his examination in chief has supported the case of the applicant and has reiterated his no objection with regard to the grant of succession certificate. He has also disputed the claim of his uncle Vijay Lakhanpal. This witness has not been cross-examined by the applicant but has been cross-examined by the OP number 5. He says that he is 10th pass and he is unemployed. His father had an account with ICICI Bank. He says that he knows Mukesh, who is taking care of his business. He cannot file documents on account in respect of MSPK Traders and Processors, and that he used to go to the company only for visiting the company. He has no knowledge about the transaction of the company. At para 5, he says that grocery items of the applicant and the objector Vijay Lakhanpal was coming from the store, Ram Store Bagbera, but he disputes that the garment that is clothes were also coming from the same shop, that is Sancheti Garments. He admits that entire payments was made by the MSPK traders and processor. And lastly, he says that he has no knowledge about the company. On behalf of OP number 5, 3 witnesses have been examined. OP witness number 1 is Usha Selo Pal, wife of Chandrasekhar Selo. In her examination in chief, she has supported the case of the objector, Vijay Lakhanpal, and says that she is the elder sister of Pradeep Kumar and Vijay Lakhanpal. He also says that she has very good relationship with the two brothers, that is Pradeep Kumar and Vijay Lakhanpal, and both brothers were running business of MSPK traders and processors. Both brothers were living at the same place, and investment was made by both of them, and earnings were also joint earning. On account of illness of Pradeep Kumar, the entire business was taken care by the Vijay Lakhanpal, and during the illness, Pradeep Kumar had issued a check in the name of Vijay Lakhanpal in respect of his in the property. In cross-examination, this witness says that applicant is her sister-in-law who wants to put claim on the entire property of Pradeep Kumar and Vijay Lakhanpal. She also says that she is 3 sisters. She says to have seen both the brothers running business of MSPK traders and processors, but she cannot file documents in respect of the same. At para 4, she denies to have taken rupees 3 lakhs at the time of marriage of her daughter from Pradeep Kumar. At para 6, he says that Pradeep Kumar had told her that he is apprehending his death and said that he wanted to distribute his property, but he does not know how much was to Vijay Lakhanpal. She denied the suggestion that claim of Vijay Lakhanpal is false. On behalf of OP number 5 is Jasbir Lakhanpal, who is the wife of Vijay Lakhanpal. And she in her examination in chief also supports the case of the husband by saying that Pradeep Kumar and Vijay Lakhanpal were jointly doing business in the name and style of MSPK traders and processors. Pradeep Kumar was elder brother, so the business was in his name. The entire cash was managed by Pradeep Kumar. Since the business was joint, so grocery items and another items were coming from same shop, and payment was made by MSPK traders and processors. The school fee of the children was also paid by the Pradeep Kumar through MSPK traders and processors. She said that Pradeep Kumar had issued a check in the name of her husband, being share of her husband in the business, and as he was apprehending his death, and says that claim of her husband is genuine. She was not cross-examined by OP number 1, 2, 3, but this witness was cross-examined by applicant. And in cross-examination, this witness says that she does not know that for what amount the present case was filed by the present applicant, but she knows that account was in the name of Pradeep Kumar. Company MSPK traders and processors in Chandil, and the land over which the company situates is in the name of Pradeep Kumar. The entire business was in the name of Pradeep Kumar. She cannot file any document to say that MSPK traders and processors was a partnership business. She also says that her husband has not filed any other case apart objection in the present case. She also says that presently the company is closed after the death of Pradeep Kumar. Suggestions has been given that her husband has no valid claim in respect of MSPK traders and processors. Suggestions has also been given that her husband never accompanied Pradeep Kumar for his treatment. Suggestions has also been given that her husband has wrongly filed up the check of for rupees 35 lakhs. Last witness is Vijay Lakhanpal, the objector himself, who in his examination in chief supports his objection and claims for rupees 35 lakhs. He says that in the year 1980, both the brothers were having a garage, which was a motorcycle garage, but since the shop was over railway line, so the shop was removed with the passage of time. Thereafter, since 2000, he was in the business of auction purchase from railway parcel office. During this period, he started business of sponge iron with some other person. And during this period, his brother started a business in the name of MSPK traders and processors and opened a cash credit account with State Bank of India. And in the same account, he along with his brother deposited rupees 5 lakhs each for running business. But since Pradeep Kumar is elder brother, he did not object in the name of the business, MSPK traders and processors. And as such, it continued to be a proprietorship firm. Till 2011, they were doing business on commission basis for sponge iron, which was on a rented land of Kicha Mahato. Since 2013-14, the factory was shifted at Chandil, and account was transferred to Bistupur State Bank of India. In the year 2015, a partnership agreement was entered into by and between the parties, which was prepared in 2 copies, where both the brothers were 50% share. And thereafter, account was opened in the name of firm being current account with ICICI Bank, Juxlai branch. He says that entire work of procuring sponge iron or taking care of the banking transaction, etc., was with him. But financial transaction of the company was maintained by his brother. An Indica car, Bolero, Toyota Etios, Maruti Brezza, and dumper was purchased from the account of the company. The land over which company was situated was also purchased from the funds of the company. And he says that the entire vehicles were in the name of the company or purchased from the funds of the company as in the custody of the applicant. He says that documents of machinery purchased for the company is in his custody. At para 13, this witness says that his brother became ill since 3 to 4 years prior to his death. And
Yes, call for the records of the court below. In the meantime, need issue notice to, since you have no ground, order is absolutely perfect. But as it is an appeal, I have to go through the lower court records. That is the reason I'm calling for the lower court records. If you have any succession certificate doesn't see succession issuance of a succession certificate that doesn't endorses the title over the immovable property. The bank accounts or the money there. If you claim, you have a free right to sue that person and get your share. Succession certificate is only for the purpose that whom the account is lying, the amount is lying with the bank should be disbursed to. If you have any, you have a right. What is the scope of?
That amount was, my lord, actually, my lord, it was a partnership firm, your lordship, and the amount.
It has to be adjudicated. Let the LCR come. There is no ground. Yes.
Serial number 16, CMP number 204
The petition has been filed for restoration of WPS 3136 of 2018, which was dismissed for non-compliance of order dated 28/1/2019, Your Lordship.
So you have not complied with then?
Your Lordship, inadvertence, it was not complied, Your Lordship.
By what time will you comply?
2 weeks, Your Lordship, after restoration. Within 2 weeks.
Raise that due to inadvertence, the order dated 28/1/2019 was not complied with within the peremptory time. He submits that order dated 28/1/2019 passed in WPS 3136 of 2018 was not complied with within the peremptory time. So he submits that no sooner the writ application which was dismissed for non-compliance of the peremptory order is restored, he will comply the order. First step, consider his submission allowed within 2-3 weeks. The order should be the order passed in so and so, dated so and so should be complied with.
Obliged, Your Lordship.
Serial number 61, CMP number 215 of 21, Mr. Nandkishore Prasad Sinha for the petitioner, Mr. Anup Kumar Mahta for the respondent.
My lord, I appearing on behalf of the petitioner, my lord. This case was previously dismissed for default of non-compliance with the order of the type copy, my lord. And
you find the type copy now?
My lord, CRMP file has already filed, my lord, in which they allowed, and 2 weeks time, my lord, allowed, and 8 weeks was
2 weeks. Further 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Restored.
Serial number 62, contempt civil 535 of 21, Mr. Harsh Chandra, Mr. Ranjit Kumar Singh for the petitioner, Mr. Rahul Sahu for the respondent.
I am appearing for the petitioner, Your Lordship. By order dated 17/12/2021, Your Lordship, 3 weeks time was granted to the state to file an affidavit informing the compliance of order dated 1/8/2016, read with orders 18/3/2017, Your Lordship.
They have not complied with?
My lord, I am appearing for the state, my lord. The so cause has been prepared, my lord, and in the para 5 and 6, my lord, the reason has been stated. The Human Resource Department has clearly given the pay scale on the post of Hafiz, my lord. And in para 6, we have stated that the District Education Officer Sahibganj has rejected the claim of the petitioner, my lord. It has been prepared, my lord. We will file it tomorrow, my lord, positively, my lord. It has been prepared, lordship. The so cause has been prepared by the District Education Officer Sahibganj.
Decision has been taken or not?
My lord, decision has been taken, and the pay scale on the post of Hafiz, my lord, which the Human Resource Department has fixed, my lord, that was already given, and my lord, in para 6 I have stated
Just a
that the
minute.
claim of the petitioner has been rejected, my lord.
That has been communicated to the petitioner
Yes, my lord, communicated, my lord. Communicated, my lord.
next week.
My lord, my lord.
For the state submit that the order passed in WPS 1102 of 2016 has been complied with, and a reason order has been passed rejecting the claim of the petitioner.
My lord.
So he submits that the reason order has also been communicated to the petitioner. He submits that he will bring the aforesaid fact to the notice of this court by filing an affidavit, annexing a copy of the reasoned order. Full stop. Prayer allowed. Is this case next week? Next week.
My lord, my lord, my lord. Oblige, my lord.
Next week.
Oblige, your lordship.
Serial number 63, contempt civil 729 of 21, Mr. Ajay Kumar Pathak for the petitioner, Mr. Darshan Pradap Mishra.
Yes, Lord. I am very, yes, Lord, for contempt. Lord, as per the instruction of my client, Lord, some grievance has been, Lord, redressed. Only two things are left, Lord. That is benefit of SCP and pension. Pension, Lord, has not been started as yet, and benefit of SCP has not been extended to him, Lord. So, Lord,
Milords, we have received Milords the instructions. Milords, so call is ready, Milords.
What does your show cause reflects in respect of ACP and pension?
Milords, in respect of ACP and pension, Milords, I will have to seek another instruction, Milords. I will. Milords,
why in installments?
Milords,
Counsel for the petitioner submits that some of the grievance of the petitioner has been redressed, yet two remain. He submits that the pension has started, not the benefit of the ACP has been granted.
Yes, sir.
Considering the afforded submission, this counsel for the state is directed to inform this court. Counsel for considering the aforesaid submission, the state is directed to file an affidavit on the aforesaid status of the aforesaid two grievances. In this case, after 3 weeks.
Right.
Serial number 64, contempt civil 791 of 21, Mr. Deepak Kumar Prasad, Mr. Madan Mohan Prasad for the petitioner, Mr. Suresh Kumar for the respondent.
Lordship, for payment of retirement benefits, Lordship.
Not paid.
Lord, I am for state, Lord. Lord, in this case, Lord, GPF and group insurance has been paid. And so far the pension, commutation of pension, gratuity, leave encashment, that has been sanctioned, Lord. Pension, gratuity, commutation of pension has been sent to the office of the Accountant General. And leave encashment has been sent to the
Just a minute. GPF and group insurance has been paid.
वो तो जो रीट में ही लिखी थे, वो तो एडमिटेड है, वो तो हमने लिखा।
हाँ हाँ, वो लिखा हुआ है, वो है, पेमेंट है। Pension,
gratuity, leave encashment, traveling allowances, commutation of pension. What do you have to say?
That has been sanctioned, Lord, on 3rd of January 2021.
21?
22, sorry, 22.
So by what time you will receive all this?
No, that has been sanctioned, Lord. The petition has not been received, Lord. All the pension, gratuity and commutation of pension has been sent to the Accountant General.
I am asking you by what time you will receive this.
I think Lord 4 weeks के बाद इसको रख दिया जाए हुजूर.
By 6 weeks. Okay. Mr.
Yes,
Suresh Kumar appearing on behalf of the Accountant General submits that
State, my lord, state.
For the state submits that gratuity, leave encashment, traveling allowance, and commutation of the pension amount has already been sanctioned, and it is expected that
ट्रैवलिंग अलाउंसेस के बारे में तो हमको नहीं बताया हुजूर.
हाँ?
ट्रैवलिंग अलाउंसेस के बारे में हमको नहीं इन्फॉर्म किया है. पेंशन, ग्रेचुइटी, कम्यूटेशन ऑफ पेंशन और लीव इनकेशमेंट.
Mr. Suresh Kumar submits that the pension, commutation of pension, gratuity, and leave encashment has already been sanctioned, and it is expected that the petitioner will receive the same within 6 weeks. Full stop. List this case after 6 weeks.
Lords.
Obliged.
Serial number 65, contempt civil 822 of 21, Mr. M. M. Sharma, Mr. Sanjay Kumar Singh, Mr. Virendra Kumar for the petitioner, Mr. Amit Kumar for the respondent.
I am appearing in this case, Lordship.
Yes.
For non-compliance order date to be 21, Lordship. WPS number 598/21. Order of Lordship page 30-34, relevant page 34, Lordship. Matter relates to the grant of family pension, Lordship.
Yes.
Second,
Lordship, in this I am seeking 2 weeks time to file show cause or compliance report, Lordship. Lordship, the matter is coming for the first time, Lordship.
3 weeks time is granted to the state to file a compliance report.
Obliged, Lordship.
Serial number 66, contempt civil 892 of 21, Mr. Majumdar, Mr. Vikas Kumar, Mr. Rohan Majumdar, Mr. Srikant Swarup for the petitioner, Ms. Vandana Singh, Mr. Mahavir Prasad Sinha.
Your Lordship, I am appearing for the petitioner in this case, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Lordship,
Your Lordship, the contempt procedure. Your Lordship, petitioner pays for contempt proceeding against OP2 for willfully violating the order dated 19/8/2021, which is Annex 1, Your Lordship.
Yes, Mada.
Lordship, order has direction to the OP number 3, Lordship, Executive Officer, Chirkunda Nagar Parishad.
Yes.
Lordship, I am informed to the Nagar Parishad Chirkunda. Lordship, I pray for 4 week time file a compliance report, Lordship.
4 weeks time
As
to
per
file
the instruction.
reports.
Obliged, Your Lordship.
Obliged, Lordship.
Serial 67, BA number 12815 of 21, Mr. J. Upadhyay for the petitioner, Mr. Ravi Prakash appears for the state.
Yes, Lord, I am appearing for the petitioner, my Lord.
Yes.
By last occasion, by order dated 20/11/21, my Lord, की special PP.
Yes, where is Mr. Ravi Prakash?
Yes, my Lord, the report, my Lord, I have sent, my Lord. The Lordship may direct, my Lord, the accordingly witnesses, my Lord, they are
What
saying
report you have sent?
the witness.
I had asked you by how much, what time you will produce the rest of the witness. Yes, tell me.
Yes, उसमें तो जो वो बोले कि लॉर्डशिप जो डायरेक्शन देंगे वो कंप्लाई कर देंगे. हुजूर का जो डायरेक्शन होगा, लॉर्ड 2-3 डेट्स हुजूर का.
Why do you need a direction to produce the witnesses? Why do you need a direction? Can't you move by yourself?
मतलब 2-3 मंथ दे दिया जाए हुजूर, मतलब
2-3 months.
बुकिंग डेट में कर देंगे, प्रोड्यूस कर देंगे.
When is the next date?
7 विटनेस है.
When is the next date? Mr. Upadhyay?
Yes, my Lord.
Inform me when is the next date. Just now.
Yes, my Lord.
What is the case number?
मतलब
Regular.
आगे
Additional, stage 1.
2019.
Trial is going on.
माई इंफॉर्मेशन की डेट ही वहाँ पे नहीं पड़ रहा है जो इंफॉर्मेशन है, और कोई विटनेस आ भी नहीं रहा है.
What is the next date in this trial? Inform me.
एक केस के लिए पास ओवर किया जाए, हम पता कर सकते हैं.
Yes, pass over.
Please, Your Lordship. In serial number 66, I got disconnected due to internet error, Your Lordship. My appearance may be recorded. I'm for the state, Your Lordship.
Send your appearance memo.
Oblige, Your Lordship. I'm sorry.
Yes, next.
Serial number 68, serial number 14589, Mr. Amit Kumar Chaudhary, Mr. Abhay Kumar Chaturvedi, for the petitioner, Mr. P.D. Agarwal from the state.
While in this case, earlier the report was called for, my lord, by the lordship.
Let me see. What report was called for? No report was called for. No report was called for.
Stage of the trial, my lord, perhaps.
No, none appeared on behalf of the petitioner. List this case and adjourned for 2 weeks. That is 14/1/22.
I'm sorry for that. Sorry. I was in the question.
I was also searching any report. There's no report was called for.
Sorry.
Yes.
Earlier, the prayer for bail of this petitioner was refused, my lords, on 28th of November to 2017, my lords. The only point is that he is in custody, my lord, since 19/4/2017, and 3 witnesses have been examined, my lord, in this case.
Okay. Considering the nature of allegation,
My report weak also with regard to the stage,
Not
my lord, because he is in custody about 5 years, my lord.
let him. Allegation against the petitioner that he has committed rape upon a minor girl, and due to the aforesaid act, the girl conceived and gave birth to a child. I am not inclined to grant bail to the petitioner. This application is dismissed. The next para, from the impugned order, I find that out of 8 witnesses, at least 3 witnesses were examined till 9/2/2029, 9/21. Full stop. Considering the aforesaid fact, I direct the special judge POCSO at Palamau to take up this trial on a day-to-day basis and record the statement of the witnesses on day-to-day basis in a day-to-day basis in a time-bound manner and dispose the trial and conclude the trial. Full stop. The prosecution is directed to produce the witness before the trial court. Right like this. The superintendent of police Palamo will ensure that the witness are produced before the trial court as and when the trial court directs. Full stop. The trial court is further directed to send a report to the administrative judge intimating the schedule by which the trial court will conclude the trial. This application stands dismissed with the aforesaid observation and direction. Pass over.
Passed over cases, serial number 44, CMP number 12 of 20, Mr. Binod Singh, for the petitioner.
Yes, Mr. Singh.
Yes, my lord, I am not able to contact Mr. Pratik Sen, my lord.
Issue notice. Issue notice in CMP and in the limitation application by ordinary process. The requisites 2 weeks, Mr. Singh.
My lord.
Requisites 2 weeks.
Obliged.
Would you contact Mr. Majumdar?
My lord,
whose name is there in the list?
My lord, he has left the office of Mr. Majumdar, my lord.
So
now he is not associated.
You should have contacted Mr. Majumdar.
Yes, my lord, I have tried to get the number, my lord, but they have not provided, my lord. It is not with them, my lord. I have also contacted Mr. Atanu Banerjee, my lord, but he has also not managed, my lord. And in the directory also, my lord, the Pratik Sek number, mobile number is not mentioned.
Name of how many lawyers are there in the original case?
My lord, Pratik Sen was holding the...
Only one.
My lord, may I submit, my lord? It is...
Just a minute. Just a minute. Show me the main file. Show me the connected file of the CMP. You contact Mr. Majumdar?
Yes, my lord. Let it be passed over for the day, my lord. In the next week, it should come, my lord, and I will
Yes, next week on the request made by Mr. Vinod Singh.
Obliged.
You contact Mr. Majumdar or office of Mr. Majumdar?
Yes, yes, I will. Obliged.
Sorry for instruction, Lordship.
Yes.
Yes, my lord, I am appearing on behalf of the petition, Lordship, in serial number 48.
Yes.
My lord, the CMP has been filed for restoration of the case, lordship.
Just a minute. Let the matter be called, or it was passed over since you did not appear.
Yes.
Yes.
Serial number 48, CMP number 246 of 17, Mr. Lalit Kumar Singh, for the petitioner.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is for the state? Who is for the state? Have you removed the defect in the writ application, Mr. Singh?
Actually, my lord, in this matter, lordship, one another counsel, Mr. R.P. Srivastav, my lord, appeared and filed by this matter, but my name is appearing in this matter, lordship. And my lord, suddenly, my lord, he has lost the memory, so my lord, I have no idea. So, my lord, this case may be restored, so then I remove all defects, lordship.
Okay. Counsel for the petitioner submits that as the defects were not removed in WPS number 349 of 2017, by virtue of a peremptory order, the writ application stood dismissed. First up. He submits that no sooner the writ application is restored, he will remove the defect. He submits that due to inadvertence, the defect would not be removed within time. First up. Considering his submission, the writ is restored to its writ application number so and so is restored to its original file. The counsel for the petitioner will ensure that the defects are removed within 4 weeks.
Yes, online, lordship.
This CMP is disposed of.
Serial number 51, CMP number 428 of 19, Mr. Vinay Kumar for the petitioner, Mr. D.K. Prakash, Ms. Amrita Kumari, Dr. Ashok Kumar Singh.
Your Lordship, your CMP has been filed for on non-compliance of order dated 4th February 2019. Your Lordship, there was a existing defect in page number 24. Your Lordship, first few lines of the page number 24 of the writ application were missing, and that I failed to procure from the petitioner, Your Lordship. So Your Lordship, somehow I found that document.
By what time you will remove the defects?
Your Lordship, 2 weeks, Your Lordship.
2 weeks. The counsel for the petitioner submits that due to inadvertence, he couldn't remove the defect within the peremptory time, for which WPS number 3777 of 2018 was dismissed for default. He submits that within 2 weeks, he will remove the defect. He thus, defect, full stop. He thus prays to restore the WPS number so and so. Considering his submission, WPS number 3777 of 2018 is restored to its original file. The petitioner will remove the defects within 3 weeks.
My lord, in this, I'm appearing for Ranchi University.
Give your slip.
Serial number 67, PA number 12815 of 21, Mr. J.M. Patel for the petitioner, Mr. Ravi Prakash for this case.
Yes, my lord. Previous date था my lord 3/2/22 my lord. Yes. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Previous date था 3/2/22 my lord. And next day है 9/2/22 my lord. For charge के लिए है my lord.
Charge?
Yes, my lord.
How many accused are there?
6 accused, my lord. And all accused has been granted bail by coordinate bench.
Maybe. Counsel for the petitioners renews his prayer for bail.
My lord, हमारे पास से small quantity मतलब 5 gram हुई है मिला है.
Brown sugar. The brown sugar was recovered from the possession of this petitioner. Thus, bail was earlier rejected. Full stop. The next date of fixed in this case, as informed by the counsel, is 9/2/2022, and the case is still pending for the framing of charge. Full stop. Considering the aforesaid fact, I direct the trial court to frame charge against the petitioner on that date and proceed with the trial and inform this court. It is made clear if the other co-accused doesn't cooperate, the trial of the petitioner should be separated and the court should proceed against the petitioner.
With liberty, my lord, renew.
This matter I am keeping it pending. List this case after 2 weeks when the counsel for the petition, when they awaiting the report of the trial court.
Oblige.
List over.
Okay, thank you.